I heard Doja Cat likes big noses.
Yeah. Do I have a big nose?
I mean, if Doja Cat was here, I'd say yeah, because I'm not about to cock block you.
What if she is here? She's definitely here watching now. So do I have a big nose?
I don't know. I'll have to sit on it, test it out.
Wow, you couldn't say yes for me. Be honest, I meant to write down talking points, and I just didn't find the time this morning. I've been working since 7 a.m.
Or is your first talking point the fact that you didn't write down talking points?
It was actually. Yeah, it was the only thing I jotted down.
That's kind of genius.
Yeah, I get that a lot.
My seat is adjusted. Why is my seat adjusted? Did somebody sit in the host seat?
No,
because
I moved it over to make that one TikTok, but I didn't sit on it.
I don't know. It feels a little high.
Maybe you're just working out your glutes a little bit, growing.
If you laugh enough, will you get a six pack? Isn't that like?
I think so,
there's
bro.
some science to it.
I would say so. I would definitely say so, bro.
There's just some things I bring up on the podcast, and I'm like, I gotta look that up and see what's going on.
The thing is, when I laugh like a lot like that, your core really starts to hurt. You got to be burning some type of calories. Just look that up. How many calories do you burn when you laugh a lot?
Dude, have you ever laughed so hard that you thought you were gonna die?
Yes,
like you
bro.
couldn't breathe, and the fact that you couldn't breathe from laughter made you laugh more.
Yes, bro. With my cousins a lot growing up, to be honest. Actually, we just did so many fucked up things. We were some badass kids.
What, you and your cousins?
Yeah, me and my cousins.
Let's see here. I'm sure there's no like specific
actual
study.
psychologytoday.com.
I feel like
source.
there were.
Look it up on Reddit.
Let's see, calories.
Calories burnt from laughter. 15 minutes of laughter are 10 to 40 calories.
Laughing makes you sweat, makes you run out of breath. I mean, it's a workout, is it not? It's kind of like a plank.
But I feel like,
the
science behind laughing. That's so interesting. Is the laugh box a real thing? You know how that SpongeBob episode?
Oh yeah, the laugh box.
Is that a real thing?
What happened in that episode? Did he lose his laugh box?
It was Squidward that lost it, right?
He's got a big old nose. I heard Doja Cat likes big noses.
Yeah. Do I have a big nose?
I mean, if Doja Cat was here, I'd say yeah, because I'm not about to cock block you.
What if she is here? She's definitely here watching now. So do I have a big nose?
I don't know. I'll have to sit on it, test it out.
Wow, you couldn't say yes for me, you motherfucker. That's crazy. Okay.
Yeah, Doja Cat will have to sit on it, figure it out. Celebrity crush.
Ooh.
What is it? Mine's
damn.
Doja Cat. Like,
there's no way that's it.
So Doja Cat is so. She's not necessarily good looking, quote unquote, like with no makeup.
Yeah. No.
But her personality and her talent, to me, just like, I'm like,
yeah.
I really like to get down with like fives. If a girl,
whoa,
I'm not saying Doja Cat's a 5, but like if a girl isn't like super like 10 out of 10 blonde girl, if she's just like her thing, but her personality and talent carries it, she's 10 times more attractive than just that attractive girl as is. Does that make sense?
Yeah, that does make sense. But it's like, for me, the looks just matter too much, I guess.
Do you think that's an issue?
I don't think it's an issue necessarily, because I'm very picky with how I select like who, like the women that I want in my life. So it's like, if you're not really adding any value and you don't understand what I'm really trying to do, it's like, that's another big thing. Like, it's not just the looks, but the looks to me are very important.
Yeah.
But mine is Dua Lipa at the moment.
You want to do more than a feature?
I want to do more than a music video with you, Dua Lipa.
Didn't Dua Lipa never reached out to Jack?
She did. So what happened was, when he recorded the song, I was going to drink some, but he was recording the song, he finished it, and he called her up, and he was like, hey, like, this song is going to be on the album. I just wanted to be like, make sure that this was like, it was good for me to like, obviously she has to clear it because her name is in it, whatever.
Yeah.
So basically all her response was like, oh yeah, sure. That's cool. And then they never spoke again. Apparently, as far as I'm concerned, I don't know. But
does she have a man?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so.
Is it weird that celebrities just date other celebrities?
I don't think so. Not necessarily. Because it's like back to like what I was saying. It's like for me, it's like I need you to understand. And a lot of the fame, there's too much in the package of fame that needs to be understood, that it makes sense to how it makes sense personally. Like ASAP and Rihanna, that makes perfect sense. Not
to me. Rihanna's my second choice.
I see.
Next to Doja Cat. I love Rihanna.
It's that fucking cranium she got, bro.
Yeah. I never looked at the ass.
I just looked at the fucking cranium. That fucking he said some other shit. It was like that fucking melon on her forehead or some shit like that. It was. You
funny. See who is it? Kevin Gates brought out that one guy on his. He was the guy. The middle-aged white guy that
with my dick. Yeah, my shit. Dumb. Yeah. I saw that.
He brought him out in the same outfit with the Yeti cup.
He wore the same.
I'm just thinking outfit. With my dick.
My shit. Dumb. Yeah, that shit was funny as fuck.
So that guy was out on a boat one day,
just chilling,
and he was chilling. Somebody walked by was floating by with a camera, just recording him jamming. Next thing he knows, he's on stage with Kevin Gates. A couple months later, man.
I didn't even know that was a Kevin Gates song.
Yeah,
I thought it was like an old school like hip hop song. I don't know how old though.
The thing is everything's sampled now, so everything's just recycled at this point.
Yeah, I feel like I heard something about that recently, about how everything's being recycled now. Like, when is it gonna be innovative again?
Yeah, Nail Tech, not Nail Tech. What's the other song Jack Harlow
First
released?
Class.
First Class.
Yeah, that's a
huge
sample.
I'm gonna be honest. The original is just the best. Glamorous.
Yeah.
One of the best songs ever.
It's a great fucking
I remember
song.
playing GTA 5 in like middle school, and I'm driving down, running over people, shooting people, and then the radio's playing. I can't remember what station it was on GTA, but it's like GLAMOROUS.
Yeah, it's a good song. I don't remember that. I didn't know it was on GTA.
Yeah. GTA has good music.
It does. I heard they got Playboy carti shit on there now.
Really?
Yeah, which is actually pretty awesome. I like that.
What's Playboy carti's personality like?
Who is he? That's like I feel like it's very mysterious just because of the fact that he was like once Cash Carti. Cash Carti's like when he started like when he got signed with ASAP, I'm pretty sure. And that's like when he dropped Magnolia and like all these other hits. But then, like, when he dropped Whole Lotta Red, like, his entire persona changed to, like, this rock star, like, look and just, like, sound. So, I think that he's normal, but when he's on stage, he just literally turns into a demon, to be honest. I think he sold his soul.
Do you think that's real? Like, people, like...
I wouldn't say, like... So, when I say sell your soul, I wouldn't say that it's, like... Oh, I spoke with the devil and I sold my soul to him. It's more like, oh, I told this, not I told, but this music label reached out to me and offered me this contract, but like I would have to make music for them for like X amount of years. Like I feel like that's a part of selling your soul because you're working for that corporation, like no matter what, like the legal bindings may be. So that's what I mean by selling his soul. So he could be an industry plant, bro, because I feel like his music is great, but it's not like up to par like a lot of other shit. I love Carti though. Like I'll listen to his music, but it's not up to par with a lot of other shit that's out there.
I'll tell you who was a troubled soul for sure. A beautiful troubled soul was XXX Tentacion. Bro.
Absolutely.
They're releasing some sort of content right now. I had my buddy Anthony Payne post it.
I think it's a documentary.
Is it on Netflix?
I think it's going to be on Amazon.
On Amazon?
I think so.
Where did he get? He was in Florida.
Yeah.
He was at a Ferrari dealership?
He was at a bike dealership. He was going to buy a Harley Davidson. I think it was a Harley dealership, if I'm not mistaken.
And then somebody tried to take his bag, right?
No. So what happened was he was at the dealership, and then once he left, he was in his I-8, and I think he had just gotten in his car or was like at a light. He was in his car, and then they just pulled up on him and they shot him, bro, and they stole all his shit. Some fucked up shit, bro. Some really fucked up shit.
That's ain't that crazy, man. People. I'm not just thinking about X in that situation. I'm thinking about the guys who did it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Meaning like they were babies once, bro. Like they came out of the womb not knowing anything, just loved playing with colors and toys. Next thing you know, life happens. They get in sticky situations, and somehow they form groups and they go out and rob people, bro.
Life is a crazy journey, bro. That's for sure.
What do we do? How do we stop that? Of course, you're never going to stop all of the bad things ever. But bad things are needed. Bad things are needed. And I hate to say that, but bad things are needed.
needed. We need to learn lessons, bro. Yeah. Somehow, some way.
But how do we tighten it up a little bit as a society? What do we do?
I don't think it's up to us, bro. I feel like evil is something that's within every human, bro, somewhere. From the baby stage. I feel like evil is planted from a very early age.
But then if you think
because that's free will. Free will creates that.
Right. So if you're saying that and you think evil is in all of us, isn't it good in all of us?
Absolutely, yeah, for sure. I'm not saying that one overpowers the other.
Right. Can we manipulate that?
It depends. Well, everybody's a product of their own environment, so it depends what kind of environment you're a part of.
So what do we do with the, high crime in inner cities? What do we do?
Sheesh, bro, that's a huge question.
Yeah, it is a huge question.
So many responsibilities that go under that umbrella.
There's no real answer. There's really just work in between, if that makes sense. Like, there just needs to be time and energy into it. I can't tell you how many kids are born in a one bed, one bath in the projects, and at 5 years old they're fighting 10-year-olds, and like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's just how it is.
I don't know. I feel like it's not up to us almost.
So then who's it up to? If they're just going to keep growing up and then robbing XXX at a stoplight and killing him.
It's so much that goes into it,
it's
Brant.
Okay.
I'm really because I'm thinking of so many different answers. Like, I really am, because there's so many different things that could go into it. Like, unfortunately, none of us are asked to be here. We're just kind of thrown into the situations that we're thrown into, whether our parents are 35 or they're 18 or 16 or 22. So it's like, it's really up to you, period. Like, even if you are born into that struggle or you're born into a lot of wealth, at the end of the day, it really does. It's definitely like something that builds over time as you grow up. And then once you reach that state of consciousness where, okay, I'm an adult, that's when, like, I don't know, bro. I don't know. It's really complicated to me.
So you know how music glorifies gangs, killings, and pulling up and stealing everything you have, and all that. Yeah. Sometimes I just think it's fucked up that people like you and me just sit in our cars and just enjoy the music. Yeah. And then really this is a perpetuating culture that's being literally amplified through music, which is hip hop industry is the biggest thing ever since fucking sliced bread,
since
bro.
Like the 2000s, bro.
If you don't listen,
probably even the 80s, bro. Like, they've been popping.
And this music just perpetuates the same thing repeatedly. In fact, it glorifies it, and then people like us give it views, listen to it, repost it, and we don't even read in between the lines. Like,
I definitely think that's a great point, and I feel like that would be a great step. I feel like kids grow up angry sometimes, and they hear these things, and they're like, "I want to do that. Like, I want to feel some type of way."
It's fun. It's just the thing,
and
bro.
Then like that's when you have like these kids with fucking V-Lone shirts at Travis Scott festivals. Like, it's like, bro, like, you're born into, like, I'm sure, like, a great family that is like middle class income. Like, why do you have to, just because this is the music that you listen to doesn't mean you have to like live that lifestyle, And some people grow up in different situations where that's what they see their whole life. So it's like, it's just normal. Like, it's just a normal day. Like, that's the shit that they like to listen to because they relate to it. Relatability is huge in music, bro. Yeah. Huge in music. That's why I think Bad Bunny is one of the biggest artists in the world, because in the Spanish culture, he's very fucking relatable. And Drake,
the lyricism as well, or just the fact
the lyricism is great because he's a composer for sure. But there's a lot of things that he implemented into his songs that like only Hispanic people could relate to. Like when it comes to food, culture, where we go, the things that we do, the things that we say, just shit like that. And Drake is the same way. That's why he's so successful.
Yeah, relatability is huge.
Yeah,
because when Drake, I love listening to Drake because I see a future image of myself.
Yeah, bro.
Almost.
I feel successful as fuck when I listen to Drake.
Yeah.
Super successful.
If a new Drake album drops, I know at least the next week is gonna be some hard work, man.
Yo,
some
what?
work in for sure.
Yeah.
And Jack is a little bit of that. Jack Harlow has a little bit of that flair. I think the industry kind of like, you know, scuffled him over to the Drake avenue of things. Yeah. Like, hey man, you're gonna be that one guy.
And he was saying it in an interview. I was watching it this morning. He was like, yeah, like he was like, I'm pretty, like, not verbatim, but he was like, when he started meeting Drake, he said that Drake was actually the first person to teach him to rap, like for real. And that was one of his greatest influences ever. Wow. So it's really interesting how, like, from just hanging out with like one person, like the biggest artist in the world, like that person can literally teach you how to like rap. I always felt like rap was really something that's like all coming from your head, but I guess there is structure to it in some capacity. Yes. It's interesting. It's really interesting.
Yeah. I have a short fuse for mindless things.
Okay.
Unless I'm just trying to geek out and it's late at night and I'm just trying to like shut my mind off after a long day. Yeah. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Maybe some psychoactive drugs within there. I don't
know. What?
You know, I'm not sure. But
I see.
When and I said this on the last podcast, episode 65. Basically, when I hear rap nowadays, a lot of it is just recycled lyrics with absolutely empty meaning, and that's why Kendrick Lamar, J. Cole, you know, these big guys, Jack Harlow, Drake, that's why they're so big to me. You know, even if other people write the music, at least it means something, man.
Yeah.
That's why Comethazine, Lil Pump, things like that just don't interest me at all.
Lil Pump, bro, you fucking...
Even if I enjoy the music, even if I'm like, ooh, pull up on it, I'm like, okay. But then it has no replay value to me at all. Yeah.
Yeah. I agree. It really varies for me. Sometimes I just enjoy the melodies of the songs.
Yes, like YEET.
Yeah, like YEET. Like YEET says nothing meaningful, but I really like, I enjoy his energy on the track and the way that he says things.
Yes.
And the way that he like goes hand in hand with like the beat. It's interesting to listen to music like that sometimes.
On a run, yeah, man.
Yeah,
there's a time and place.
Yeah, bro. Yeah. On a fucking run, he goes crazy.
Yeah, I have to digress for sure. That music like that is good when you're just mindlessly fucking going. Yeah, you're just working hard.
J. Cole.
What's Yeet's background? Because you love Yeet, bro. What is his background?
Yeet
Who is this kid?
So I'm pretty sure Yeet. So he's from. I know he's from Northern California. I'm pretty sure. I thought it was Oakland. It's not Sacramento. It's somewhere in California for sure. Northern California. His mom, I believe, is Albanian or Ukrainian. Some type of Russian. I'm pretty sure.
Okay.
And his dad, I believe, is Mexican, I think. I'm not too sure. But yeah, that's where like his ethnicity and like where he's from originally.
Okay.
Yeah.
And has he been rapping for a long time, or he kind of just blew up as soon as he touched?
No, he's been rapping since early on in high school, which isn't too far from him. It's probably like since like probably 5 years. I'd say 5 years, if maybe 6 or 7.
Have you heard anything about Russia versus Ukraine? Or is that just like done?
I haven't heard anything. The last thing that I heard was how Elon sent Starlink satellites out over there so they could use internet for the houses and stuff.
I feel like the news just stopped covering it because they're like, oh, it doesn't get viewership anymore. People aren't watching it as much. They're watching the Johnny Depp versus Amber Heard.
And now they're talking about Elon Musk just because he said that he wasn't going to be on the left side of the parties. Did you see that?
What did he say?
So Elon Musk put out a tweet. And he was talking about how he's not going to be voting Democrat anymore. He's going to be voting, like, I believe he said he was going to be voting Republican now because the Democrats are just, they're too, woo. So anyways, he tweets that out. And the next day on all the media outlets that the left side likes to control is a sexual accusation from Elon Musk that he was feeling up on a flight attendant's leg. On a SpaceX flight. She was a SpaceX flight attendant. And apparently I think she's suing for $250,000. So yeah, bro. The next day, bro. So that's why like these media outlets, bro, they're silly, bro. They're absolutely silly.
They try to control too much, man.
And that's scary, bro, because it feels almost it feels like a communist thing. I'm trying to pull up the tweet here. I'm gonna show you it. Mark Kuda actually sent it to me this morning.
It makes you look worse when, so say Elon posts that tweet and then you develop a hit piece to release the next day.
Yep.
That makes you look bad.
Yeah.
That makes you look bad.
That's so true. Absolutely.
It's
like
ridiculous.
He said, in the past, I voted Democrat because they were mostly the kindest party, but they have become a party of division and hate, so I can no longer support them, and I will vote Republican. Now watch their dirty tricks campaign against me unfold. 24 hours later, Insider, the New York Post, CNN, the Daily, I don't know what the fuck, and The Verge all put out articles on this same thing.
That's hilarious.
He literally predicted it, bro. Unless he knew it was coming. What if he knew it was coming? And he was like, oh, let me say something.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
He has a lot of power and influence.
He's intelligent.
Yeah, he's a smart fucking guy.
If he was that smart, he would have stopped.
I'm not saying that it's all fake or anything. I'm just saying, like, it's crazy how shit like that happens.
If he was that smart, though, he would have stopped Jack Sweeney by now. But Jack Sweeney's on that ass. Jack Sweeney's
the fucking GOAT, bro.
Yeah. People don't know. Go to Jack Sweeney's personal Instagram. This man's got drip.
Dude, I fuck with his IG, actually. I looked at it the other day, and I was like, yo, like, these pictures are fire.
Book him for, do a video for him. Tell him to make a music video.
He's going to do a diss track music video for Elon.
You remember, YouTubers are still doing that, though.
Are they still doing that shit?
Video shit.
Oh,
and diss
my
tracks?
God, bro.
Could you imagine having millions and millions of followers and views and going, I'm going to make some subpar song just to make some money?
And it has to be hip hop. Why does it have to be hip hop?
Yeah. It's every day, bro. I'm pretty sure Jake Paul probably made over $1 million on a single video, bro.
Easy. That's without counting the streams.
Crazy.
Yeah.
What made the Paul brothers? What made them? So
Vine. Duh.
Quote unquote Vine.
Yeah.
But how many numbers were they truly pushing on Vine?
A lot.
But
hundreds of thousands, if not millions of replays.
But hundreds of thousands.
Or loops. That's what they were called. Loops.
Yes.
Holy shit. Hundreds of thousands,
Christ.
if not millions of loops.
Throwback.
Yeah.
Dude,
I got nostalgic for a second there. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Loops.
I went back and watched like a YouTube video of like all the best finds and stuff. And I watched it back and low key, I was like, this stuff really...
Was it cringy?
Yeah, it wasn't that funny.
Really?
I was like, man,
Keem Batch, I hate him now. I don't think he's funny at all.
Mm-hmm.
I don't hate you. I don't even think he's funny. But what I'm trying to say is, back then it was funny. It was funny as fuck. I loved his vines.
Yeah. They were just too much.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Keem
Batch has always been too much for me.
Yeah.
He's always a little over the top.
I feel like George Janko is like that for me sometimes. It's like, bro, you're hilarious as fuck, but sometimes it's just like he'll do some extra ass shit on the pod, and I'm like, okay, like, can we get along? But
I watched that recent Just the Boys Only episode with Logan Paul, Mike Malak, and George Janko.
Yeah, in New York.
Yeah, thoroughly. Fire. I was like, this is one of my favorite episodes. Just all around.
Dude, that fucking view was insane. We need to do that.
I love how Mike Malak just kept checking George. So Mike was trying to like finish a story, and you know how George is. He keeps ADHD. He keeps
always
butting in and saying like, "Why would you do that?"
Shut the fuck up.
Mike would every time George opened his mouth, Mike would go, "Ah," and then he would start his story again. I'm like,
Mike Malak, you funny motherfucker.
Yeah,
bro. That's funny.
Nah, he's a goodie.
For sure.
To go back to the whole hit piece on Elon Musk, him saying, watch the hit pieces come out. Basically, Joe Rogan, when he got COVID and got better, and they just released all his hit pieces and this montage of him saying the N-word.
Oh, yeah. I remember that, actually, yeah.
I think CNN, News Guardian, all these far left
news
outlets, I think they all have hit pieces at the ready.
You think so,
at
bro?
At the ready. Do you know how many views Joe Rogan gets? Quintuplet.
Yeah. Way more than them.
Way more than CNN by probably tenfold. So CNN's probably like, if Joe Rogan attacks us, or have this hit piece, there's a file titled in some sort of terabyte drive that says hit piece Joe Rogan.
They got a hit piece, father.
Yeah.
That's so funny,
Waiting
bro.
for the perfect time.
honestly,
scumbags.
Yo, I feel like you may be onto something, bro.
I definitely am, because me and you know this shit. You gotta edit. You gotta record.
Yes, there's so much that
goes into it. You think they can do that shit overnight and have a full story outlined that quick?
Well, I've been taking broadcast production for the last 2 months at school.
Okay.
And it's a lot of people that are delegated to do certain things.
Okay.
So they definitely do have the ability to do it.
To make a montage of him saying the N-word?
Yeah, they have. Do
you know how many websites you have to go to dig to where Joe Rogan said the N-word?
They have. So bro, these people have so many millions of dollars that the fucking left is like thrown at them.
Yeah.
They have the money at their disposal to throw at these people. They're like, yo, I need it now. They have the people. Mm-hmm. But still, I don't doubt that they have those hit pieces like ready at, if push comes to shove, we're going to stick this guy.
Why aren't you wearing the headset?
Just because I feel like the aesthetic of me with the headset isn't is cute.
You just don't vibe with it?
No, yeah. I feel like I look great right now. So
you're the first guest to not wear a headset.
Am I really?
Yeah.
Wow.
In fact, you're the first guest. This is episode 1.
Why am I kind of scared? Your eye contact is actually driving me insane. Is this the first episode of the YEET?
It is.
Are we in 2020?
Do you think the president should want to be the president? Hear me out.
Yes. What do you mean?
Do you think the president should want to be the president?
Yes.
I think someone who wants to be the president should not be the president.
Bro, if somebody that didn't want to be the president was the president, he would hate his fucking job.
But do you know how much of a weirdo you have to want to be the president? Do you know how self-centered and how dirty, and you have to lose all morals to want to be the president? And actually get there.
Because it really is an evil world we live in.
Because guess what? Okay, you're born, you want to be the president all your life, you have a clean record, you learn history, you learn politics, you go to school for political science. You get there, and you're finally like, okay, I'm going to be an assistant to blah, 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 and try to get my way in. Hey, you're going to have to develop this hit piece on Joe Rogan or you're going to have to tell this guy a complete lie, and then I'll move you up. You have to lose all sense of morality.
That's just how it is. And that's a big reason why.
It's a dirty game.
I don't want to be too political, but that's why I enjoyed Donald Trump's campaign, because he was already so wealthy when he entered that stage that it's like he didn't have to be dirty that way. You know what I mean? Like, at least he didn't have to. How do I say it, bro? I feel like, for example, like other I'm really trying to put this together. I feel like a lot of other presidents have probably been paid off by certain like media outlets and stuff to be like, yo, like we need you to make this piece and like we're gonna throw you this like under the radar type shit. I feel like Trump was just not taking that shit. He was like, I'm gonna be like as authentic as possible, and you media outlets are not gonna fucking get me.
What was wrong with Donald Trump?
He just spoke his mind too much. That's really
does that make him a bad person?
Well, there's some things that there's always a line, you know? But then again, it's like that line is different for 400 million people.
Right.
Different people, different brains.
Yeah.
So it's like no matter what he says, even if it's like the simplest thing, out of 300 million people, at least 10 million, 20 million are going to bitch about it on the internet. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, politics is weird, man.
Yeah, it's very weird.
Let's all just work together.
I agree. I feel like that's one of the first steps that should be taken to what we were speaking earlier on this podcast. I think that we should be more united.
Have you noticed I keep looking at your lips?
No, I haven't. No. I feel like you've been looking at the mic more than anything. I'm
really?
Yeah, so I get a little closer.
We've been talking about how if you're ever a guy and you're into a girl.
Absolutely.
If you just make eye contact while you talk to her and then glance at her lips every once in a while, it's just a big dog move, man.
It's really, I want to say it's unspoken riz, but I feel like it's not at the same time.
It's spoken riz.
I feel like it is spoken riz almost. I don't know. I feel like me personally, I've definitely been like doing that a lot more often. Even last night, like I met these girls at this party, and I did it, and it's just so much different now. Like every time I meet like a female and I'm like interested, the eye contact really does that.
Are you a hoe? He's bro.
I'm not a hoe, bro. I'm very selective with the women I let into my life, but
yeah.
I enjoy the entertaining side of things. Yeah.
You know what's funny is whenever you ask a guy if he's a hoe, he'll always go,
yeah.
But whenever you ask a girl she's a hoe, she'll go, no.
Ew. Why would you say that?
Explain
what?
Like, think about it. The culture is guys can do what they do.
No, I feel like
endlessly and have no judgment. So when you ask a guy if he's a hoe, he's like, in his mind, he goes, yeah, I'm a hoe. But of course, men have boundaries. Every man is different. I have high boundaries, not boundaries, but high expectations and standards.
Yeah.
But like you said, you like to entertain and flirt. It's fun as a guy.
I feel like for me, it's just the validation. Like once I know that she's fucking with me,
validation.
I just like, okay, I don't really fuck with you no more.
Something feels powerful too, though.
Yeah, it's very empowering, bro.
Yeah.
It's very empowering.
Well, even being validated without that.
Yeah.
To be able to walk away from a girl and be like, I'm about my shit. Like, I'm validated, like, without even.
Before even entering the room, it's very validating and empowering for sure. Yeah. Like, I feel like that's something that I've really been practicing recently as well. It's like, before I step into that room, like, I do go into, like, okay, like, bro, can I tell you a quick story? I don't know if I told you this one. So, speaking of this, right? My parents think that I'm the biggest narcissist they fucking know. They think I have a God complex. Mm-hmm. Anyways, one afternoon we're talking, and we're talking about that. I'm like, yeah, like my mom was like, Jeffrey, can you believe that your son says that he has a God complex? And he's like, oh, you're so funny. I'm like, Dad, the thing is, like, whenever I go out on a run or I go to the gym or I go to an event, I feel like I'm like the biggest shit there, bro. Like, as narcissistic as it sounds, that's how it feels. Mm-hmm. So anyways, he's laughing and whatever. I was getting ready for a run. So I hop in my car, I go to the Waterfront. Okay. Get out the car, and I start my run. And I feel great, bro. I threw on my nicest shirt, had my chain out, had my glasses on, these glasses specifically, had my nicest shoes on. I went on a great run. And I passed by like this girl and like this guy. Normal. So on the way back to my car, I see them again. I guess they were walking towards their car, and this girl stops me in the middle of my run, and she's like, hey, I just saw you earlier and I wanted to like get your number and your Instagram or blah, blah, blah. In the middle of my run. So it's like that, you know what I'm getting? Do you know what I'm getting at? It's like that. It's very empowering to be able to have that self-confidence in yourself.
Well, as men, we're not loved unless we provide any
value, bro.
Yeah. That's why we work. That's why when guys have breakups, they go in and work out every single day, is because as men, you're not loved just from being. You're loved from your hard work ethic,
straight up,
and creating a dynasty and creating a God complex.
Yeah.
Because of your God complex.
That's why women love dominance too.
They do. And I think your God complex is more so egotistic ego, because
I'd say so.
Your third eye is open a little bit. So I know you don't think you're God. A God complex is pretty serious. God complex is I am him. I am the guy.
No, not like that.
Yeah, I think it's more so just ego, but it is fun to say God complex. It's just like, I got a God complex.
God complex. Yeah,
it's cute,
I feel like you're right. I feel like you're correcting me. I must start saying that. You're right. Because God complex is pretty fucking crazy. For me, it's ego. It's like I'm very egotistical when I'm walking into a room. Like,
you're too aware of the universe to truly have a God complex.
I'm too aware, bro. Yeah. Yes, I'm just so self-aware, bro. It's awesome. Yeah. It's a great feeling for sure. Mm-hmm. But
I had this weird thought. So, back in the day, how we were always trying to predict the future, what technology we're going to have.
Even nowadays.
Even now. Back in the 20s. Oh, there's going to be flying cars. There's going to be flying cars. There will be flying cars.
So interesting.
Bro, flying cars are just planes.
They are. They actually really are.
Flying cars, flying cars are planes. They're just called planes. That's what a flying car is. Are we stupid?
Where did you get this from?
My mind.
What the fuck?
My mind.
Wait, you're so right.
It's just a plane. And we're out here talking about some flying cars.
It even has more fucking wheels than a fucking car.
Yeah.
2, 3, 4.
Well, some of the smaller ones have 3, right?
Yeah, smaller ones have 3, but like
they had the little planes.
Commercial ones, like they have like 1 and then like 4. Like 2 and 2. So that's 5.
You heard that story about the guy who never has flown before?
Yeah.
The pilot passed out, was unconscious, and he had to land a plane.
Yeah. I think you guys talked about it on the Jack Sweeney podcast.
Yeah?
Yeah.
No, did we?
Yeah, we did.
Oh,
but
man.
I thought you were talking about something recent, like a couple of days ago. I saw it on TikTok.
Uh-huh.
I think her mom or her dad passed out while they were on the plane, and she had to land the plane, bro. Like a little, 17-year-old girl.
Shout out.
Yes, bro. And she landed it safely, bro. And luckily she had enough fuel and stuff, but she was able to
That's gotta feel good.
Yeah.
Imagine your fighter. So I like to think about my fight or flight response.
Okay.
When it's happening, I like to register that this is my fight or flight, and this is my innate.
That's actually
this
pretty
is
awesome.
my innate response to stress. So your heart starts racing, your shallow breath, you breathe a little bit more rapid, you're hyper aware, your pupils dilate, they get bigger in order to take in more information. Your hearing becomes more focused on things that you find more significant.
Yeah.
So basically, I'm just imagining the fight or flight when you look up and like, this motherfucker's passed out. I got to land this plane.
Oh my God,
you know what I'm saying?
I've never thought about it. Whoa, I'm almost like...
And you know nothing. Say you know nothing about landing a plane. It shouldn't be that hard.
I'm starting to shake a little bit.
That's what I would tell myself. I'm like, hey, it's not going to be that hard.
I think for me, it would definitely be that fight. It's like, I know I'm going to be able to land it because I know that these guys are going to help me through the radio.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And if, yeah.
But it's like,
if I was alone, it would be a little different, but that's why the, what's it called again? Flight control? Air traffic control. That's why it's so important to have ATG.
Yeah.
That's why it's so important because when you're up in the, what?
ATC?
Oh, I said ATG. Yeah. ATG means ass to grass.
And
squatting.
Nash.
Yeah, if you're in the air, I mean, how are you going to get down? ATC helps.
There's always a way, bro. That's for sure. That's what I would think. There's always a way. The obstacle is a way.
Did you read that?
Yes, that was the book that changed my life last year.
Yeah, I think we talked about it on that podcast with you and I a long time ago.
Damn, we probably did. And after that, I've read probably over 20 books. That's the book that got me into reading.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you, bro.
I'm proud of you for reading. Can I listen to audiobooks? Would I still be considered a reader?
Yeah. I have audiobooks that I've listened to, and I have the physical copy. So that way I count it that I read it and I don't forget it.
But
I always skim through it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I have some books that I don't even have. I like lending books because I like for people to really.
That book you're reading right now, Outwitting the Devil, sounds insane.
It's an absolute banger, bro.
Can you give the audience a teaser and what it's about?
So basically, I believe that the main character is Napoleon Hill, which is also the author. If I'm wrong, then my apologies. My apologies.
He's sorry, guys.
But basically, the main character in this probably first quarter of the book, it talks about how he is basically setting out to make not physiological
philosophy
books or
philosophical
scriptures. Yeah. So he's making these scriptures by interviewing very successful people on how they're successful. And then eventually he bumps into this guy that I believe was his mentor. He just ran into him. I can't remember too well. That basically was like, I believe that it's arrogant that you do this because if you just ask successful people why they're successful, you're not really getting the other side of the story. You should be interviewing people who are not successful as well. So after that, he sets out to do this. And then the First World War breaks out and he's drafted into the military. And then he eventually gets arrested in another country for years, I believe, or months. And he was miserable for all those years. And then after that, he came back. He started writing again and he started interviewing people again. And then some other thing happened that he set out to get the book published. Mm-hmm. And somehow, some way, his friend got killed. And he thought that because his friend got killed, he was going to get killed as well. So he lived in a state of fear for months, if not years. And he didn't write anything, and he was doubting his scriptures and everything, blah, blah, blah. So eventually he sets out to get the book published. He finds the funds, and he's using manifestation and all hard work to get this. He does it. And eventually you get to the part of the book where he actually interviews the devil. And in this interview, the devil is forced to answer any question that Napoleon asks with complete and utter truthfulness. So the way it's incredible.
It's amazing.
It unfolds so beautifully, bro.
What an unorthodox thought. If you're you know what? You know those guys that do the TikTok videos and walk up to the guys with the nice cars and what do? What's your success story? What an unorthodox thought to go up to failures and ask them what their story. Like people who do that with homeless people, like, oh, how'd you get here? You know, but like, failure comes in all shapes and sizes. Just because you don't have a home, maybe it's just because you got addicted to a bad drug.
Exactly.
That's of course it's a failure.
It is.
Of course, that's very sad.
Yeah.
Talk to failures who are, guys who lost their $1 million business.
Exactly. Ooh, that's a great one.
It's like, why?
Sure.
Why?
I'm pretty sure this was around the Great Depression. It actually was. Mm-hmm. So that's why he had fallen, like he fell in support, like poverty after the war, because that's when the Great Depression happened and shit. But bro, it's like, it's an amazing story. Y'all should read The Alchemist as well. I have so many great books, bro. I started reading The Four Agreements too. It's a great book too.
Oh yeah, good. It's an easy read too.
Yeah, my mom was like, Kenneth, like I thought you bought it, and I was like, yeah, I feel like I bought it. And yesterday I was at Chris's house and I went into his room and I saw it, and I was like, bro, like I feel like I had bought this book. And he was like, yeah, that's yours.
I bought it and gave it to you, right?
No, you didn't.
I read it and then I gave it to you.
No, you didn't.
Yeah, that book is mine.
The Four Agreements. Mm-hmm. I bought The Four Agreements in Atlanta.
No, I gave that to you.
No, you didn't, bro.
Yeah,
Shut the fuck up, bro. You're such.
Who did I give mine to? I gave mine to somebody.
It wasn't me. I'm pretty sure I bought mine in Atlanta, like a year ago.
I think you're wrong. I think I gave mine to you. Is it paperback?
Yeah, it's a paperback book.
Yeah, I gave it to you.
Did you highlight it at all?
No.
Or underline anything?
No. Why is there no underlines or highlights?
There's no.
Yeah, I think I gave it to you.
It's brand new. It feels brand new.
Yep, I'm pretty sure I gave it to you, brother.
Thank you.
We'll have to check.
I read it.
I gave it to somebody.
I read the first chapter last night. It was pretty good. I'm probably gonna finish it tonight.
The first chapter I think sets up the whole, like, it tells you about the Toltecs and who they are as people, correct?
Yes, and like how he like has that incredible experience with the stars and stuff. Yes. And like how light
everything is in itself
in between.
Yeah.
So beautiful, bro. I love reading, man. It's great.
You love what?
Reading.
I thought you said breeding.
That too.
I'll tell you what, whenever you look at me and say I'm feeling hella submissive and breedable, it makes me want to freaking chuckle, bro. I'm opting him out on the podcast.
I've never said that shit to him. I said it in the group chat.
He'll look at me in the eyes and we'll be alone, right?
That's such bullshit.
He'll look me dead in the eyes and go, I'm feeling hella submissive and breedable.
Submissive and breedable. If there's any beautiful Colombian women out there in the world that like me.
What a shot in the dark. That like me. If you find me attractive at all.
Nah, I know it's not gonna be edited out. Let's redo it. Anyways,
yeah.
Any Colombian women that are out there in the world that want a beautiful 6 feet tall Puerto Rican poppy.
6 feet. We're pushing it a little bit, right?
No.
6?
6. Even. Swear.
I feel like we're pushing that a little bit.
Bro, get the fucking tape measure. Anyways.
I'm kidding.
Y'all hit me up, man. I couldn't even finish what the fuck I was actually gonna say because
I George Jenko'd the fuck out of you.
You motherfucker.
I George Jenko'd the fuck
6'3", motherfucker. Whatever. That's why you're not in the NBA.
No, I'm not in the NBA because I had a sprained ankle. I'm gonna be making. Oh, by the way, my personal brand might be basketball content for my viewers.
Yeah.
I might have some like crazy park shutdown videos.
You could do some crazy shit out in Lake David
for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I have this talking point written down. Mm-hmm. Food for thought.
That's great.
So victim mindsets are popularized in this day and age.
How everybody's a victim.
Everybody's a victim. A victim mindset is huge. Nobody has any gratitude. Nobody has any gratitude for hard work. Nobody has any gratitude for struggle. That's why the people who have hard work and struggle. I might butcher this quote. It goes like this. And like I said, I might butcher this. I'm gonna cry about it later. But easy times or soft times create soft men.
Yes, correct.
Soft men create hard times. Hard times create hard men.
Yeah.
There might have been some different verbiage within there.
So the way I've heard it is
say it.
Great times create No.
This is embarrassing.
Excuse me. It's bad times create great men. No, bad times create strong men. Strong men create great times. Great times create weak men.
Got it.
Yeah.
Hard times create.
Yeah, I was somewhere.
Hard times create strong men. Strong men create good times. Good times create weak men. And weak men create hard times.
And then it's all a fucking cycle.
I think we're in the stage right now where...
Ooh, you think it's like a societal thing?
Yeah, for sure.
Interesting.
The culture, man. Everybody has a victim mindset. I've almost fallen into it before.
How...
You know what? I'm pretty... I stand on strong ground. Okay. But there's times where I'm like... my fucking iPhone charger broke. Man, shut the fuck up. Go buy one.
Yeah.
With the money you have and the plethora of fucking... You're going to go to a shop and there's food everywhere you can buy for under $1.
Yeah, man.
Oh, gas is $4. Motherfucker, we got gas. Motherfuckers riding camels somewhere.
Yeah.
But listen, of course I still complain about a lot, right?
Yeah.
I'm a victim in my own ways.
For sure.
Victim mindset's popularized. That's why I want to address this popular quote. Things can always get worse.
Yeah. I think about that a lot.
I agree. Things can always get better.
Yeah.
That's way better. And it's always delivered in the same way. If somebody is down, hey man, things can always get better. Don't say things can always get worse.
Yeah, nah. I agree.
What kind of victim mindset, what kind of weak mindset is that? Oh, it could be worse. Man, shut up. Things can always get better. Now make it better.
Yeah.
There's things you can't control. There's sad things in life.
Yeah.
But it could always get better.
It really could always get better. And you have it in every kind of ethnicity, culture, society. It's really interesting, bro. And I've thought about that a lot. My mom was telling me, my mom is a huge reader as well. And she was reading about, she's reading a book on serotonin and not coding.
Oxymorphone? It's the hormone. Pregnant ladies give it off. No. Oxytocin.
Yes.
Oxytocin.
Yeah, that and like serotonin and dopamine and everything. And obviously it talks about like society, and she was telling me like, bro, we're like, if you have somebody that you love that you wake up next to every day, if you have a home, if you have water and something else, you are in the top 8%
wow
of the world.
We made it.
Yes. And ever since she told me that like 2 weeks ago, bro, like a lot of the times when those like situations happen, like, oh, my fucking phone charger broke, like if it could be anything else that happens to me, I really do think about it now. It's like, damn, bro, like we really are so...
Yeah. Life is incredible.
It really is, bro. It really is. So it's something to think about for sure. Like if you're out there and you think you like it could be worse, it could be better.
Oh yeah,
motherfuckers.
It can always be better.
We are blessed, bro, especially in this country. A lot of people in this country.
I want to pull this up real quick.
I do think that the earth is flat.
Yeah, by the way,
this guy.
So Jad's
sad.
I was stressing a little bit. I was developing my personal brand. I was putting some work in the other day. I just felt a little kind of I was stressing myself out over nothing.
Overwhelmed?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And then I opened my phone. The first thing, Jad posts this. And he's basically saying for the audio only listeners and video, I don't think they can see it. I need a screen record. I'm trying to figure it out. But he's just like, relax, my friend. Like, you're on the right path.
Relax, bro.
I need to adopt my stoic mindset again, because I've been losing my stoic mindset as life as more responsibility lays on my shoulders, especially with the growth of social media. Mm-hmm. I'm just trying to have that remain that stoic mindset.
I wouldn't say stoic,
but the thing is
stoic. I'd say it's more of a patient thing rather than an attitude thing. Don't you think?
Yes. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're a great problem solver. I think you're very stoic when it comes to problem solving.
Yes.
You know, like you were saying earlier, you know how to fight or flight. I think it's more of a patience thing. Mm-hmm. I don't know. Like for me, it's like we were talking about earlier, how like my content is being produced amazingly and I'm not getting the viewership I need, but deep down, like you know what I'm talking about. It's like that you believe in it so much that eventually it's gonna hit. I feel like that's what it takes. Like you really just got to be grateful that you're putting in the work, and that eventually something hits the fan, bro. It's got to, and you know that eventually something hit the fan for you, and then it hit it again and again, and now it's like almost nearly every week, it's something hits the fan. So it's really about that patience, bro. Eventually everything is, I don't know, bro. How was this guy saying it? Every time you approach something and the universe or whatever the fuck is out there says no, you're not getting farther from a yes, you're getting closer to a yes.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's something that you really need to think about. It's like this company didn't want to do a brand deal. I'm one company closer to getting a brand deal. You know what I mean? That's the weird way to think about it. So like that's how I'm doing it. This video didn't hit, maybe tomorrow it'll hit. This one didn't hit, okay, why didn't this one hit? Boom, boom, boom. Drop. You know what I mean? No, I got too far into the weeds of it, but
100%.
Yeah. 100%.
100%
got into the weeds of it.
No, you killed it. You definitely didn't get in the weeds. You don't do weeds.
That is true. So yesterday, right? Hear me out. Hear me out. So you know that I don't indulge in any of that stuff. So I was at lunch with my parents and my parents, Chris, my grandparents, and then my uncle walks in because they were late. So they walk into the restaurant and I had my shades on, and you know me, I always have my shades on, like usually everywhere we go. And my mom knows this too. I always tell my mom it's to like assert dominance just for no reason. But anyways, my uncle gets there and he sees I got glasses on. He's like, "Well, you got glasses on?" And I'm like, "Just because I got glasses on." And he looked at everybody at the table, was like, and I'm like, bro, like, why are you doing the most? Like, that's so like, and everybody was laughing. I'm like, I feel like uncles are always just funny. But yeah. That's why I was talking about the weeds, because I thought it was funny.
That is funny.
Bro fucking thought, Theo. Bitch ass name.
His name's Thought?
No, Theo. That's just like uncle in Spanish.
But you said Thought before that. Oh, that's what I thought.
Yeah, that's what
okay,
I
got you.
Yeah, no.
I thought you said Thought Theo. I'm like, why are you calling him a Thought?
No, sorry. Why you got this up still?
Because when you brought it up, I wanted to talk about what. So basically, let me just read this. It's a hormone. It happens at birth. A lot of it is produced in a female. It can cause or strengthen labor contractions during childbirth and control bleeding after childbirth. It can also be used to induce abortion.
Holy shit.
So my boy, if if abortion's illegal and you're trying to get an abortion, just stimulate that oxytocin, man.
Damn.
Let's see.
The love drug.
Yeah, it's the love drug. Women have it when what is it? So of course birth, but I think it's after sex. You know when girls want to cuddle? Pretty sure after sex, pretty sure it's oxytocin, what's going on.
Is that what it is?
Why
really?
Girls...
I think dogs actually release oxytocin as well from their ass.
They do pheromones for sure to attract women.
No, I'm talking about like for us, like they make us happy and they release oxytocin and that shit affects us.
Really?
I think. I'm pretty sure. It's like some fucking organ they got in their ass. I'm not kidding.
That's delicious.
What?
Well, let's see. Well, I know that. Estrogen, I'm trying to look. Here. I'm looking for the specifics.
But it says release during sex.
Fast facts. Here we go. We love fast facts on this podcast,
yes,
right?
Sir, fast facts.
We don't like fast women though. We like
fast sex. I'm kidding.
Okay, let's see here. Motion. I want to find.
Yeah,
I'm looking
these
for
are
the
not
specific
fucking helpful,
thing.
guys. What's this website?
This is why I need a Jamie.
Jamie, could you get us a cigar?
Jamie, pull that up.
You want a cigar?
Yeah.
All right. So the way you
that was perfect. I'm trying to figure out where it says after sex. Let me specifically look that up. Maybe I should just stop being stupid. Woman hormone
release
after sex.
Oxytocin.
Yeah, it just keeps coming with oxytocin. But anyways, it's the love hormone. That's why women
like to cuddle after sex.
And then men have post-nut clarity. They want to get to work.
Yeah,
man.
Bro. I don't want to talk, bro.
I think we have an uptake in testosterone. after we nut. So that's why it's like, okay, I need to get to work. I need to edit some videos.
I either want to go edit or shoot a music video, or I want to just go to sleep. It depends how good the coochie is.
Yeah, round 2 happens in a little bit.
Yeah.
Are you ever ready for a round 2 immediately after?
Yeah.
It takes a very special occasion.
You think so?
To be ready for round. The thing is after my rounds are.
So
by the way, I'm 6'3".
You motherfucker.
My rounds are like, at least if it's a real round, it's like we got time. I'm gonna run it at least 30 minutes. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And you know we're gonna do every position. We're gonna try like 2 new ones, right?
Oh.
I'm 6'3".
I hate this fucking guy, bro.
By the way.
Yo.
And so once I finish that round, my shit's numb.
Okay.
Like I get pleasure from pleasing the other person.
Okay.
I'm 6'3". By the way. And
I'm so sick of you right now.
All jokes aside, round 2 I at least need a 10-12 minute break usually.
So what I'll do is, if she wants to go straight into round 2 right afterwards, what I'll do is I'll start eating her out so that way I could rest. And then so I could rest a little longer, then she gives me some dome. And then I'm ready for for that afterwards.
Have you ever actually gone down to give head and been like, maybe not today? Just from the scent? Like, not saying it was bad, but we were just like, okay, it's a little overwhelming.
Yeah, bro. One time I was like,
it tastes like pennies.
No, it tasted fine, but it smelled like completely different. And I just went up to like missionary, and I was like, I just can't wait. And I just fucking
you played it off.
I played it off, but it was bad. But it was like the only time like that girl was like bad. I was like, damn, like I wonder what happened that day. But yeah, that shit was pretty bad. I'm thinking about some other shit, but I don't want to talk about it.
From the clip from episode 65 when Jaden was like, do you eat ass? And then immediately I was like, yeah. And then
no ifs, ands, or buts about it.
TJ says, then what you trying to do? That man, he texted us, by the way, while we were on the pod.
Yeah, what do you say?
He said he was on his way to the studio. I'm sure.
That's fire. We're gonna have a good time over there.
You saw. I want to go back to the recent Impulsive podcast. For some reason, I just thoroughly enjoyed that podcast.
Yeah, me too.
I love the storytelling. I just love the relationships between them.
Yeah, they're the homies.
That's something I'm trying to develop on this podcast for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
They really play off of each other. But Logan kept pulling out his phone. Mm-hmm. And Mike,
he did.
Mike's like, I can't talk.
I can't fucking do this. Like, you're a fucking robot. Yeah. You're a fucking zombie now.
He's like,
man.
The only thing you do is have the name Logan Paul.
That's all you fucking do.
You're a scum of a human.
Yes, you're human scum, Logan. That's so funny, man. And then fucking George is over there just tweaking the fuck out, laughing.
Yeah.
That's funny.
What podcast was it when George jumped over? We're fangirling, by the way. I'm so sorry, listeners. If this doesn't relate to you at all, I'm sorry, but we love you guys.
Yeah.
George Janko. Can't remember what the guest was. Oh, it was Masvidal.
Yeah.
Jorge Masvidal. Yeah. And George jumps off the couch, lands on his back, like grabs
He's behind
the mic.
The couch. He's fucking shaking. You see his legs. Did you watch his recent vlog? It was really good. Like quality wise.
I think I have.
It's really good.
I'm always impressed with George Janko's vlogs. Credit to his videographer and editor. I don't remember his name.
Reed is fucking awesome, bro. I love your work. I don't know if he edits it as well, but you've been fucking killing it. Ever since like he started working with George, I'm just like, yo, like the editing and the masking just keeps getting better and fucking better. It's really impressive.
Let's shoot Reed a DM right now. Have him on the pod.
Reed, you should definitely come on the pod.
Come on the pod, Reed, dude. Your work, honestly, George Janko's vlogs are the best vlogs
from Craigslist. I'm pretty sure George found you on fucking Craigslist, bro. That's so awesome. Whoa, look at you.
Yeah. It maxes out at 100. It's probably more than that. But
I see.
I digress.
You motherfucker.
Let's Reed. You think he'll pop up if I just put Reed? I'm sure George Janko's following him.
Yeah.
Could you imagine?
No, he definitely does.
You're making content.
Just go to follow. Just go to followers instead then.
What you mean?
Oh, you can't do that on desktop. You can't search it up.
Oh, yeah, I can't search on that. I'll shoot him a DM.
He's probably tagged. He's probably tagged on one of the pictures. Go into one of the pictures. Damn, George, you don't have any fucking pictures with Reed?
It's the life of a content creator being behind the camera.
And that's okay. I love watching David, the German videographer's stories. They're very funny.
There's got to be something just great about not being in front of the camera too, but living the same lifestyle.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
There's always been that itch in me that I eventually do want to be in front of the camera.
Yeah.
More than not, you know?
Yeah.
It's like we were talking about earlier. Like, I don't want to be stuck in a niche box. If I want to fucking be guilty today, I'll be guilty. If I want to direct a music video, I'll do it.
I DM'd Kyle Soderman.
No.
Have you seen this world chase tag?
Yes, I've seen this.
Dude,
they're insane.
They're insane.
They're fucking animals. Like, it's insane how many different things humans do. Like, this is.
So he's one of the best ones. So I DM'd him. I wanted to have him on the show because this is a fucking interesting thing, a growing sport. I would fucking love to have Kyle Soderman on the fucking podcast. Come on, man.
Okay, so you're in his head right now. Think of everything that's going through his fucking brain, bro.
While running from somebody?
While running, not to, like, he's looking back. He has to make sure he's not hitting a fucking pole and dies. Like he's making sure he makes the right turns. He crouches, like, the right amount.
Yeah, there's something. This sport is crazy, and I'm surprised it hasn't been a sport forever already.
This is so awesome to watch.
It is amazing to watch. It's entertaining. It's extremely difficult. Look at that, man.
Wow. Oh, my God. That was awesome.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
With glasses on. He did that fucking... Look right here. I think it's right around here somewhere. This is boom.
He dove.
He knew he was running out of time. Oh, wow. He almost had him.
Mm-hmm. This sport's going to be huge.
So this is just starting?
I mean, it's been on ESPN, but I mean, it's still a baby sport compared to, the big boys.
Oh, he's one of the Ninja Warriors.
Was he really?
Yeah, it's in his bio.
I can see
that's awesome,
overlap.
bro.
I can see overlap there for sure.
Yeah, season 11, 12, and 13.
Wow.
This guy's impressive.
Remember when we pulled up that one guy on the podcast? It's like, that guy can do a flip. It's like, that guy can do a backflip.
No, I don't remember.
You were sitting off
over
set.
There. Yeah.
And I was with Bailey, and we pulled out a picture of a guy, and I'm like, that guy looks like he could do a backflip.
I can't remember what he looked like.
But, guys,
listen,
I'm trying to get the world's best guests. We had one of them on today, Kenneth Rosa.
Come on, man.
Listen, there's going to be some hot guests soon.
Very, very hot
I've been bad at doing CTAs.
Yeah, I was about to say that.
Yeah, call to action. So, hey, if you enjoyed this podcast at any moment, please show your boy some love. If you guys feed into me a little bit, I'll be able to get some crazy guests. I know you guys would love to see that. It's just absolute blasphemy that the Nelk Boys can have Caitlyn Jenner on, but the Wet Slap can't. Are you kidding me? Do you know
who he is?
I'm Kyle Soderman. World Chase tag dude.
That's so fire. I'm starving. Can we get some food?
We're going to get food. We're about to go to a studio session with the boy TJE. Levy's going to be there, right?
Yes.
Recording. And Jaden. Oh, it's going to be the whole crew. Jimmy's
in Miami to the 29th.
That bastard.
Yep.
Well, guys, fucking drop a comment. Love you guys. Should we do a giveaway?
I was going to say that. If you guys... Okay, let's do this. How many subscribers are we at?
We're at 2,700.
Ooh, 2,700 subscribers.
I think.
Okay, so for 3,000 subscribers, we're going to do a giveaway.
We're going to be giving
$10
away...
$10 Apple gift card.
We're going to be giving away a FaceTime call to yours truly.
Yo, that's actually kind of fire.
Yeah, I'll have a FaceTime call. I'll show you my butt.
Bet. So this is going to be clipped for an IG story for the YEET page.
That's kind of smart.
Get us... Let's get us... Okay, so let's get to 3,000 subscribers on YouTube, and Brant will personally FaceTime you.
And I'll show you my butt.
And show him his butt.
I'll show you guys my butt. And other things if you guys prove to be worthy.
Absolutely. I'm sure they are. But, Thank you, bro.
You want to close it out? Oh, wow. You reached out first.
Yeah, I had to, bro. I know how it goes.
Yeah. You want to close it out?
Boom, boom, boom.